I'm the one to blame when they don't have a solution. But now, don't you try and fuck me around, 'cause the odds are gonna be changing. Your whole world's gonna tumble on down. Got to listen, heed my warning. Well, they scream and they holler all day long, just the same as before. And they point their finger at what's going on. The truth they just choose to ignore. But don't you try and fuck me around, 'cause the odds are gonna be changing. Your whole world's gonna tumble on down. I'm gonna come on down the road. I'm gonna be changing. Your whole world's gonna crash on down. I tell you so, baby. It's gonna tumble on down. It's gonna crash at your feet. You got no way out, baby. The door's gonna close right in your pretty little face. Oh, shit.
She lives in a little town beside the railroad track. And every day she sings this song, a baby on her back. And she's singing now, hey, Lord, hey, Lord. Hey, Lord, hey, Lord. Hey, Lord, hey, Lord. Hey, Lord, hey, Lord. In the morning she goes to the marketplace to get some food to eat. While she goes she sings this song and sings it oh so sweet. And she's singing now, hey Lord, hey Lord. Hey Lord, hey Lord. Hey Lord, hey Lord. Hey Lord, hey Lord. someone has enough to eat. The children laugh and they play their games as life flows in the street, and they're singing now. Hey, Lord, hey, Lord. Hey, Lord, hey, Lord. Hey, Lord, hey, Lord. Hey, Lord, hey, Lord. And everybody now. All through the night, 'cause I gotta make 200 miles before I see the city lights. All through the night, 'cause I gotta make 200 miles before I see the city light. There's gonna be one more day my eyes turn toward the sun. It's there, your face, I'm gonna try to see. To be in your loving, be there when the morning comes. That's where I'm gonna try and be. But I ride the empty highway, ride it all through the night, 'cause I got to make 200 miles before I see the city lights. Gonna see the city lights. They're gonna shine so much brighter
the grind, and he's going to the sacrifice, and too weak to make it on his own in things, but everything is alright.
shell and soft to the touch. The people gathering around the lights, they're waiting to get thrilled. They come on so very high and hoping you will feel. And listen when it touches you, girl. A little girl, she's very 12 and looking for a man. She turns on to the radio, but will she understand? The poster hangs upon her wall, it shows his leather pants. He's standing there so very tall, his microphone is his lamp. And listen when it touches you, girl, 'cause it's gonna touch you, girl. Friday night, the agent takes his 10% of the managers behind the door. Well, I can feel many things when it all begins, but I can't identify that feeling you can only give. And listen when it touches you, girl. Yes, it's gonna touch you, girl. Gambler, I've been a poet too. I've been a trouble-fearing man, and I've always tried to do what's right. I've tried to lend a helping hand, you'll find out that you can't always be right. Sometimes you're gonna make a mistake, and when you're trying to be such a better soul, you're gonna give more than you hunter. Yes, I've been a preacher too, and I'm trying to find myself a better life. But I always end up at that same old sign.
try and be.